sliding around.
Hey, YouTube.
What is up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. So, yeah, it has been a crazy month for so many people with getting back to school. Maybe your work schedule changed. I heard that Calvary is doing standardized testing this week.
Like today.
Yeah, because like obviously spring didn't happen for most people, but
and that's not how you want to go back in like your school year, right? Like start it off like let's kick it off with standardized testing.
Cool. So if you're part of Calvary, I mean we respect Calvary, we love Calvary, but that's probably frustrating. And I don't know if that's the only school. I wonder if there's other schools that are doing it. So if you're going through that, so sorry.
God bless you.
You can do it. Hi Donna.
Hey Donna.
But yeah, we hope you guys are well. We if you were here if you were present last Wednesday in the parking lot, we told you that we were going upstate New York for a wedding from Thursday to very late Sunday night, because Nate was officiating a wedding and we were I was in the wedding. So hi Tyler.
Hi Tyler.
And it went really well. And for those of you who remember, Matt Ferry, one of our youth leaders for a while, he got married.
He did get married. I was a success.
Yes, he did.
Right.
He was
I made
success.
sure that I pronounced them.
They are married.
Yep.
So they're wonderful, and it's awesome. We're very happy for them, and it was a long trip, but it was
very
great.
long trip.
It was great. We saw the falls for a bit, not the Canadian side.
We were at the point where we were only like 45 minutes away from Niagara Falls, and we're like, what are we gonna do? Not go see Niagara Falls?
Right. And obviously, we couldn't go to the Canadian side because the border is closed.
So we just kind of walked up, and we're looking at the giant waterfall. We're like, okay, yep.
And then we turned around, and that was it.
It's still there.
It's still there. The Canadian side is better. Sorry, America. We are a wonderful country, but they got it when it comes to the falls.
Yeah, they got the better view on that side.
Hi, everybody. How y'all been?
Hey.
So anyway, we did that, and I was telling some of our leaders last night, I'm going to say this again tomorrow. I'm going to be like a broken record. So I don't know if Matt or JL, if you ever see this in the future, please know I am not dissing where you guys live at all. But I told some of our leaders last night when we had our little Zoom leader meeting, so like I went to the bachelorette party. We did like just one of those painting things. It was really fun. But so we get to our hotel, and then I went off to be with the girls for the thing, and so I had to drive back to the hotel by myself, which is fine. But it was in the mountains. Like, they live by Buffalo, but they don't live in Buffalo. They live in, like, the beautiful, like, country area, and it's gorgeous.
So it's during the day, it's fantastic.
Oh, my
Rolling
gosh.
hills
Beautiful.
And huge vistas.
Yeah, vistas?
Vistas.
Yeah. So, but at night, guys, there are no...
It's right out of a horror movie.
Lights. There are no lights at all. And so I've seen it plenty of times. Like when we go to visit Nate's extended family for like the family reunion every year, it's in a very beautiful area like that as well. But he's always the one driving. That's the thing. I'm not.
And I like driving on those roads.
Yeah, I do not like driving on the road. So I realized as I was going to the little get together, oh my goodness, I have to get back to the hotel by myself in the dark. So they were super sweet. JL, the woman that Matt married, she was like, I'll let you, I'll give you directions to go through like a town so that it's not as scary for you because, you're from New Jersey and like you have lights and like I'll show you the right way. So she gives me like this other way, which is super sweet of her, right? There was no town. The girl, she didn't lie, but the town was a gas station and one stop sign. That was the town. And I didn't want to like be mad at her because like she was getting married the next day, but like after like everything and we like laughed, I was like, JL, you told me there was going to be a town. There was no town.
No town.
She's like, that's our town. I was like, oh my God. So I am not dissing small town America. I love it. I am not dissing the mountains. I am not dissing JL or Matt. I'm just telling you all now, I'm not built for the no lights on the road situation.
What did you say about Thomas Edison?
Oh, I was like, what did Thomas Edison fight and live and kill for? And then my one friend was like, who did Thomas Edison kill? I was like, nobody, but you know what? You don't come up with the light bulb without killing off somebody. And she was like, that's not, don't say that.
Thomas Edison, he gave his life that we should have more light bulbs.
There were no lights, nothing. It was horrifying. So,
I didn't mind it, to be fair.
you didn't have to
I didn't mind
in it.
I drove it. Are you kidding me?
You drove
home.
later. Well, yeah. Well, yes. When we drove home,
I drove like 4 hours in the pitch black.
Right, because it took us like 8 hours. So on the way home, there are also no lights apparently between New York State and here, barely.
Donna agrees with you.
So yeah, I know. Beautiful area, beautiful, beautiful, and the wedding was beautiful. It was wonderful. The weather, fantastic up there. So lovely. great people. Just wow. So it was a learning curve.
What a time.
You guys should see. So then I run out of cell phone reception, right? So I'm on the phone with him. I was like, babe, I'm really freaking out. There's no lights here. And then the cell phone, of course, goes out. Like a typical, like, of course that would happen. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I started singing a hymn. It was bad. I was praying. I was like, oh God, why? Is this where it all ends? Okay, cool.
This is it then.
I survived.
This is how we see Jesus.
It's fine. So, anywho, that was our weekend. We missed you all. We are still a little sleepy, to be honest, just because of the amount of driving. Another wonderful thing about that area is that it's not like here, like if it's like, oh, I gotta go from this town, like Tom's River to Brick, it'll take me 10 minutes, just a bunch of traffic lights. Like up there, it's like, oh, we gotta go from town to town. It's gonna take like 20, 30, 40 minutes. So, just a lot of driving, but all wonderful things. It was very, very wonderful. Hi, guys. So, yeah, it was a fun time, but we're glad to be back home. And
Yes.
we're happy first day of fall.
This is the first day of fall. Now, we were driving this morning. The lady on Star 99.1 said that it was the first day of October.
She kept saying it.
And she kept saying it. And it was like,
She's not right.
that's not it.
I wish it was. That's
But
my favorite day of the
she
year.
meant the fall.
She meant the fall.
And
as
that's
you can
what it
see,
is.
I have my Let's Get Cozy sign up there. Actually, YouTube, you cannot see it. Hold up. YouTube. There it is. And I think it's backwards for you, YouTube, but it's time to get cozy, people. It's fall. I'm very excited.
Gotta tilt. Hang on.
Oh, we're good?
Gotta tilt. Tilting.
Tilting.
Okay.
Pivot. Okay, so just wanted to let you know we're excited about that. And
Yes.
I know a lot of you are as well, because I'm the broken record when it comes to the fall. So, okay, so Nate's been doing the devotionals the last bunch of times. In fact, last week I wasn't even on with you because we were doing the baptisms.
That's right.
I was present at the baptisms, but I was with the people. So Nate, you went out like on the road and did it,
was
right?
just being like, baptisms.
Yeah, so if you didn't see that, go back and watch. Especially if you have never been baptized, you can kind of hear like...
It's a great, hey,
our
it's
heart
never a
behind
bad
it.
time, yeah, to sign up for baptisms.
Absolutely. We will be doing them again in the future. So.
But we just wanted to let you guys know, so we're wrapping up this, right now we're wrapping up this series of like, what is God's will for our life?
Yes,
And
finding God's will.
Yeah, finding God's will, knowing God's will for our life, and we're springboarding off of this into what the church is doing as a whole is 40 days from hearing from God. And that's learning to hear God's voice, discerning between like God's voice and like other voices in our life and voices of like the enemy and our own self and all these things that, you know, in reality we all need to know what God's voice sounds like because His Word says, "My sheep hear my voice." So that is coming up. That's going to be after life groups.
Yeah,
By the way, tomorrow is going to be life groups.
Yes.
So we hope that you'll join us for that.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see if we can get the fire pits out there. Hopefully, we can make s'mores because that would make all of it better.
Yes, we will definitely. I believe Eugene said have a fire pit tomorrow, and we're gonna work on getting a couple more lights out there because it does get darker just a little faster.
Yep.
But it's gonna be very fun, and hopefully we won't be outside for too much longer. But for now we are, and we're gonna make the most of it. And it's always fun to be with each other. It's been nice. And the Kona ice truck will be here one more time.
Woo!
So we're very, very thankful for
Very
the
excited.
people who have given to that and have blessed us with that.
There's been some
And,
very generous people with that
Yeah, so it'll be a kind of a very end of the summer kind of thing.
vibe.
But yeah, so the 40 Days of Hearing from God, the entire church is doing, and it starts in October. It's going to go bring us, I think, all the way to Thanksgiving, which is really, really cool. And we as a youth ministry are going to
I can't believe we're at Thanksgiving almost.
Yeah, please. It's crazy. So tonight, we didn't want to go super deep into all that because tomorrow is life groups, and for those of you who can come, we hope that you will. But especially even for those of you who can't come, or maybe you're watching this. I know a lot of people have been watching us, and you're not like of youth age, you know, you're one of the adults in the church, and we just want to say thank you so much. We're so honored by that. We love you all. We respect you all so much. So I just felt like tonight, especially since Nate was doing the past bunch of these devotionals, to give him his brain a little break. I just wanted to share from my heart with you guys. I don't know who this is for. I don't know who needs to hear this. Maybe you're watching this live right now, or maybe you're watching this on YouTube or Instagram later on after we're live. I don't know who this is for, but I just wanted you to hear that the Lord loves you so much. And when we're talking about finding the will of God for our life, as we have been, and as we're about to dive in more about just like hearing from Him and what that even means, what that even looks like, I just want to encourage someone to not overthink it. I know for myself, I want to please the Lord, as I think a lot of people do. And I think that sometimes with that heart You can say, oh, I want to please you, God, and I'm just so afraid of missing it. Like, what if I get it wrong? Or what if I mess up, And God is not an angry God. And so often we look at him as an angry God, probably because a lot of people in our lives have been of an angry persuasion, and so we view God like that. And I just want you guys to know you don't have to overthink finding the will of God for your life. He shows us in his word what he wants from us, and even when then it is unclear, he gives us people in our lives, if we are to seek them out, who have wisdom that we can glean wisdom from. And then even beyond that, he says that he wants to have a good, healthy, beautiful, personal relationship with us. And it's unlike, if you've had broken relationships in your life, it's not like a broken relationship. It's a healthy and beautiful relationship. And he wants to personally give you peace when it comes to showing you what his plans are. And you grow in that. And you don't have to overthink it. So I don't know who that was for. But that was really my simple message for tonight, is to just know, as you said before, babe, the Bible says, my sheep hear my voice. That doesn't mean it's always an audible voice. It's not like I walk around and all of a sudden I just hear the heavens open up and God's voice is thundering down. That would be awesome. But it's not how. A verse that we're going through tomorrow is, I should pull it up, I'm so sorry, but is about how, God's not always in like the loud things.
First Kings.
Yeah, he's in the still small voice. He's not in the wind or the fire or he's in the still small voice. And it's just, it's in your spirit. And so for whomever you need to hear this, just know that like there comes a moment when you're trying to learn to hear from God where you just need to surrender stuff to him. I've had to do that even very, very recently about just things and goals in our lives and stuff. And just be like, you know what, Lord, here I am getting all anxious about stuff, trying to get all my ducks in a row, as they say. Which is good. It's good to be planned and everything, but I'm doing that so much, I'm getting anxious and I'm forgetting you are on the throne, And so I just encourage you, don't overthink the will of God for your life. He will show you. He will make known to you the path. The Bible also says that when you're walking down, you will hear a voice saying, turn this way, turn that way. That's a paraphrase, but it's what it says. And to just know that when you surrender to God and you just take a second and you literally just like relax and you say, Jesus, I surrender to you this. I thank you, Lord, that your word says that you will accomplish all that concerns me. Pastor Ralph actually did a message, I want to say it was a little over a month ago on a Sunday morning. Look it up on YouTube if you had not heard it. And it was about that very thing. It was about the fact that he is faithful and he will accomplish all that we get worked up about. And we give that over to him, and we surrender it over to him. It was a really good message. I encourage everyone to watch, to listen and to watch it.
And consider this, like even on this topic, if we get fearful that we're going to miss the will of God, or we're going to miss God's directing and leading, especially if we want the Lord's will for our life, if we're desiring God to speak to us, if we want to fulfill his purpose in our life, and we allow anxiety to make us feel like or think that we are going to miss it, or that we're somehow going to take one step too far or one step not enough, realize that is the enemy trying to put God in a box. Yep. Yeah. That is from the pit of hell. Because God is not so small that our one step too short or one step too far is going to derail God's purpose for your life.
Yeah.
When Jesus came, he made his will known to everybody. It was no secret who he was. And when they asked him, like, are you the Messiah? He's like, yes, I am. He showed constantly that he was the Messiah. Showed constantly in the through fulfilling prophecy and showing its signs and wonders and crowds following him and seeing his works. He wasn't staying secretive about his message. He was who he said he was, and he had a plan, and he has a plan for your life. And he's not a God who can get derailed from the circumstances of life.
Yes, that's so true. So it was a really simple, just heart-to-heart kind of message tonight, guys, for you guys. Really short, really just genuine. I just wanted to encourage you guys, because I know I need to be encouraged with this a lot. It's just that to not get into your own head and remind yourself, we're going to talk about this more tomorrow in life groups, but the safest place to be is in the will of God. So if you're resisting that will, dive into it. If you want to know it, but you're just like, I don't know how to find it, do not be overwhelmed by that. You are not alone. But know that, as Nate just said, he will make that known to you. So, hey, how are you, dear? So just, do that. And as I was just saying, for whoever needs to hear this, just know that sometimes we can be really afraid of surrendering the things that are important to us, the things that are in our hearts and in our minds, especially when it's super personal. But when you surrender that stuff to God and you simply just say, Jesus, I give this over to you, and then just do that, and then just kind of be still for a second and just kind of take it, Lord. There's a lot of freedom that comes with that. And you're reminded that he cares about it and that he's been waiting there with his arms open, saying, with his hands open, saying, give this to me. I can do with this much better than you can because I love you and I know what's best for you and I care about you. And I want this to be better than even you want this to be better, So I don't know who that was for. I don't know if it was just for one person. I know we haven't had as many people watching lately just because we're all getting back into the swing of life and a lot of people are coming live on Wednesdays and everything, which is awesome. But I just felt like I was supposed to say it. So if you hear this tonight or if you hear this couple moons.
Many moons
from now. Just know that you are loved by God and by us. But that it's okay to surrender those things.
That's right.
And because he will accomplish all that concerns us, and to not overthink it, and to know that as you seek him, the Bible says, when you seek me, you will find me, when you seek me with all your heart. So do that tonight, whoever you are, wherever you are. Yeah. Take a moment, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's right after you brush your teeth, before you just start thinking about tomorrow. Just say, Jesus, I'm just giving you this day, I'm giving you tomorrow, I'm giving you my dreams, I'm giving you my plans, and knowing that you will direct me, and he will. He is faithful, and he will direct you.
Isn't that a freeing thought, right? That he will accomplish all that concerns us, right? It doesn't say we will accomplish all that concerns us. It doesn't say others will accomplish all that concerns us. It says that he will accomplish all that concerns us.
Amen.
So rest in that.
Yeah. So super easy tonight, guys. Super fast, super quick, but we love you guys. And we hope that you have enjoyed your first day of fall. Hopefully you celebrated with something pumpkin-like.
Which has been here for a while anyway.
I know!
First day of fall.
It's so good.
So we love you guys.
We love you.
We're going to hop off here.
I keep doing this as a habit, but I've been trying to do this whole new, the wisp thing. If you've noticed, I've gotten rid of my bangs. You know why? Because between the bangs, the glasses, and now the mask that you have to wear everywhere, it was so much. So I was like, okay, something has to go.
You're just hidden.
And it can't be my eyesight. So, gotta be the bangs. So I've been doing this. I don't know why, but it works.
Oh, how the masks will change.
It does.
It does.
Changes I don't know why I told them that, but...
Well, welcome to our world.
Alright, well, we love you guys so much.
Yep.
And we hope you have a great Tuesday night, or whatever night this is that you're watching it. And, yeah, we love you.
We hope to see you this upcoming Wednesday. Again, that's Life Groups, and we are finishing up talking about the will of God for us, and specifically, how do we as individuals, as between us and the Lord individually, learn what God's will is for us? How do we figure that out? And so we're going to be talking about that. So we love you guys.
Yeah.
We look forward to seeing you. And if you just popped in or you're just now seeing this, go ahead and go to the beginning of this and watch it over. So
yeah.
We love you all.
We hope
you have a great rest of your night.
Bye.
Bye.